Hi, I'm Gary White for Central Kentucky Television. I'm here with Dr. Tricia Ciccone for our eye care news. Dr. Ciccone is with Central Kentucky Optometric Associates with offices both in Lebanon and Springfield. And we have a lot to talk about today.
Yes.
As we're talking, it's fall, going into winter soon, and of course we've changed our clocks back. So some people are now driving more in the dark.
Absolutely.
Because it's pretty much dark when everybody's going home now. And some people have been asking, sometimes it's harder for them to see with the lights of the cars and stuff of that nature. Is that something that needs to be checked, or something they can do about that?
Well, you always want to check it out because there are some certain eye conditions that can make make night driving harder and can cause more glare and flare and star bursting and halos of lights. Dry eye certainly can contribute to that. Cataracts is a big one that can exacerbate or make those symptoms worse. So you always want to make sure that you get your eyes checked out to find out whether there's an underlying pathological or disease process that's making it worse. But all of us tend to have a little bit more problem at nighttime. One thing is that we don't have the same clues as far as during the day that we have for depth perception, so we really are kind of cued into the acuity. And the other, in dark lighting situations, our photopic visual system is not active. It's our scotopic visual system, and so we just don't see as clearly in the dark. But there are some things that you can do for normal night glare problems, and that's put an anti-glare coating on your lenses. If you do wear prescription lenses, you can do it that. You, I suppose, could get a pair of Planos to put on that have anti-glare coating on them. But definitely, if you do wear a prescription, put anti-glare coating and treatment on your lenses, and you'll notice a big difference and a big improvement in your night driving. And if you're having significant issues, come in for an eye exam and get checked out and make sure there's not an underlying pathological cause or source of that problem.
And as we said, people are driving more now at night in the dark. However, they are still driving around when the sun's out. And even though it's going into winter, some people don't think they need sunglasses, but actually you still need that, and you're having a sale, right?
Yes, we always have a sale. Every December we have a sale. Our sunglasses are generally 20% off. Anyhow, all throughout the year, just what we do, and then we add an additional in December. We add an additional 5% to give it 25% off our sunglasses. Also, some other things you can do when you order an annual supply of your contact lenses. We always offer a 25% off a pair of sunglasses. But the winter time is a great time to wear sunglasses. We don't realize it, but there's more light getting bounced around. If you notice in the winter that you squint more in the winter, it's because there's no leaves on the trees to absorb a lot of the extra light, so there's more light out there bouncing off the surfaces, creating a lot of glare and flare. Of course, and then if you get the snow, then it's really, really bright. So even personally, I wear my sunglasses probably more in the winter when I'm outside and driving and that kind of thing, because I find I'm a little more bothered by it. And especially on some of those gray days where it's real gray and there's that kind of that hazy gray look to the day, your sunglasses will definitely improve your comfort that way also. But every December we always offer 25% off our sunglasses. And this is a great thing to do. Also, at the end of the year is let's come on in and make sure you don't lose your flex dollars if you've got a flex plan. You can spend them on prescription glasses. You can spend them, most plans will allow you on non-prescription sunglasses or prescription sunglasses. And you can spend on services, contact lenses, all of these things that you need. It's a great time to get it done, taken care of, and make sure you don't lose your flex dollars. Because a lot of the plans don't roll over. Most of them now don't roll over anymore. So if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. So if you've got it tucked away in a flex plan, you might want to make sure you
get your appointment in and get in to see Central Kentucky Optometric Associates. And also, this time of year, we are reminded, because it's National Diabetes Awareness Month as well, and diabetes can affect your eyes.
Yeah, it's one of the leading causes of vision loss in Americans and throughout the world. In a lot of respects, it's a needless vision loss as far as controlling your diabetes. The longer you're diabetic, the more at risk you are for some of these ophthalmic complications. Getting your A1C, the hemoglobin A1C number, and knowing that number intimately, knowing what your number is, will help you control your diabetes. I can't tell you how many times a day I ask what an A1C is, and someone, they don't know their A1C. Your A1C, it stands for hemoglobin A1C, and it really is representative of the percentage of your red blood cells that have glucose on them instead of oxygen. So the higher that number, the more glucose you have floating around in your blood, and the less oxygen, and so your tissues are being starved. And the one tissue in your body that requires more oxygen than any other tissue is your retina. And so that's one of the reasons. And also it's one of the places we have the smallest vasculature. And so between the damage to the hypoxic damage to the tissue and then the damage to the vasculature from the chronic disease, that's where the retinopathy stands from. So National Diabetes Month is November, and everybody, all my diabetics, get in for your eye exams, no less than once a year for a dilated eye exam. Some of you need it more often. Know your A1C and get that A1C down between 6 and 7.
Great. So again, it's coming up on the end of the year. Make sure to check your health insurance plan if you have flex dollars that need to be used and you want to get some eye care work done.
And if you've already had an exam this year, you don't need an appointment to come in for glasses, sunglasses, or whatever. But if you haven't had your annual exam and need that, you want to make sure you get it scheduled. But you can come in anytime during the hours for just the optical.
And sunglasses are still important, and in the fall and winter months, and they're having a sale on that here as well, so you can come on in and get them. Either prescription or non-prescription variations are available for you. And if you need some non-glare for your glasses as well, you can help with that if you're having some nighttime issues.
We sure can.
So a lot of stuff going on. Again, I've been talking with Dr. Trish Saccone with Central Kentucky Optometric Associates. They have offices in both Lebanon and Springfield. Give them a call to make an appointment. Thank you very much.
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Yes. This has been Gary White with Central Kentucky Television.